my name is Mrs. Parker, and I wanted to come in to do a quick introduction because a lot of you probably have no idea who I am, and so wanted to introduce myself, explain my role because it is a new position here at EA, and then give an opportunity for you guys to get to know a little bit about me, but also share what I'm going to be doing here on campus. If you can't hear me in the back, let me know. So I'm in at Sears Hall, room 103, so I'm in the middle school building. My email is A.Parker, and I am the Director of Personalized Learning. And so who is Mrs. Parker? Some fun facts about me. I'm originally from Arkansas, so if you don't recognize, that's the University of Arkansas helmet. Love Razorback football. I love photography. Down below, that's my dog Otis. He is an Australian Shepherd Poodle mix. I love baking and cooking, trying out new recipes. In the middle is my husband, Brad. I went to Vanderbilt University as well for my master's in school counseling. Up top, I have a map and compass because I love to travel. I love to be outdoors, love hiking, and then I love to read. So those are all just little tidbits about me. All right, so what am I actually doing here at EA? So helping you guys in 4 different domains. So social, emotional, academics, college and career, and personal. So social and emotional, support around anger management, anxiety, bullying, depression, fitting in, grief, loss, peer pressure, getting along with friends, worry, things like that. So any support you guys need around the social emotional domain, I'm here for that. Academic, so questions about advancing to the next grade, handling school-related stress, goal setting, motivation, paying attention, problem solving, organized, time management, all those fun things. If you need support around those pieces, I'm here for that as well. College and career, I know you guys have Mr. Rafferty and Mr. Sepp to help with the college counseling piece, but if you have any questions about discovering interests or exploring post-secondary options, mapping out a plan, things like that, I'm also a resource for that as well. And then personal, so maybe there's things going on at home or outside of school, trauma, personal hygiene, health, body image, behavior, character development, and then self-identity, gender identity, sexual orientation, anything along those lines as well. That's the last kind of domain that I'm here to support for you guys. So types of services. I do individual one-on-one counseling, so basically you guys would come to my office to talk one-on-one. That's the majority of what I do. Also small groups, so maybe there's a group of you that are really struggling with anger management or anxiety or time management. We can meet as a smaller group of peers to kind of work through those things. Advisory lessons, so supporting upper school teachers and staff with advisory lessons and activities. Helping support you guys with your learning plans, so creating goals, setting goals for yourself. I work with your teachers, collaborate with parents, and then if there's anything that is beyond the scope of what I'm able to provide or what your teachers are able to provide, we can refer out and find support outside of Eldon Academy. Quick news flash, you are never, ever, ever in trouble if you come to my office. So coming to see me is actually a positive thing. And so I'm here to support, a listener, and advocate for you guys. And so if you come to me for any of the 4 different domains, that does not mean that something is wrong with you, does not mean that you're different in any way, and definitely does not mean that you're in trouble. How and when you can see me. So in just a minute I'm going to explain my Google Classroom, but you guys will be able to fill out meeting request forms online through Google Classroom. So if you ever want to speak with me, you can fill out one of those forms. I get the responses automatically, and then I know to follow up with you at a later time. So you can self-referral. A friend may refer. So maybe a friend is noticing that you're struggling with something and want to help you out. They may refer you. A parent may refer, a teacher. So there's different ways that you may end up in my office, but again, it's never a bad thing if you're there. My door is always open, so feel free if you want to pop in during lunch and say hello or just have a quick question, you're more than welcome to do that. But also, if it's a more pressing concern, please make sure you fill out a form. So on the form, it's going to ask you a level of importance of whatever your concern may be. So level 1 is not very important, it can wait. So maybe you're a freshman, but you're wanting to start exploring college options. That would probably be like a level 1 concern because we're not quite to senior status yet, but wanting to start look at that. Level 2 is kind of important, so it can wait, but maybe not for too long. Level 3, it's important, on your mind all day, starting to really bother you. Level 4 would be very important, you can't concentrate in class. Level 5 would be an emergency, so harm to self or others, can't calm down, things like that. So if I'm not available, it's a good question. There are going to be days where maybe I'm meeting with another faculty member or a student or just out of the building. Still fill out a counselor request form. If it's an emergency, I encourage you guys to find another trusted adult who you could talk to right away. On my door in my office, I always post kind of where I am. So if you walk by and notice that I'm in a meeting, come back later, then you know maybe you can pop by another time. So you'll know kind of where I am throughout the day if you come by. So trusted adults, someone in your life that you can depend on, that you trust. It can be someone here at school, it can be outside of school, coaches, relatives, teachers, whoever. But we want to make sure that you guys have multiple people that you could go to if the first person you try to reach out to isn't there. Especially if I'm not there and it's an emergency, making sure that you're reaching out to another trusted adult. So a big important piece of what I do is confidentiality. So anytime that you come to my office, what's said in my office stays in my office. So anything that we talk about stays between me and you unless you'd like me to tell someone, or unless there's harm to self or others. So your safety matters, obviously, so harm is an important piece that we'd have to report on, but anything outside of that is going to stay between us for the confidentiality piece. Does anyone have any questions so far? I know I'm kind of going fast. Okay. So later on today in advisory, you guys will be completing what's called a needs assessment, and so it's just a quick survey so I can kind of get to know you guys. Let me know how you're feeling about the year, things like that. Depending on how you fill that out, I may follow up with you. I kind of want to start to get to know you guys anyways, so if I call you to my office or ask you to come down, it may just be that I want to say hello, see how the year's going, get to know you. For the needs assessment, to access my Google Classroom, your teacher should have this code, but it's a pretty easy one. It's FIBRUN, F-I-B-R-U-N. So when you access the Google Classroom, there's going to be 3 different items within the Google Classroom. You guys are going to be filling out this today. So it says Fall Needs Assessment. That's the only piece that you'll complete today. However, the counseling request form that I was talking about earlier, it's going to be in the Google Classroom all year. So anytime that you need to talk with me, you can go to the Google Classroom, fill that out, and then I'll get the responses immediately. And then this presentation will also be in there in case you need my email or something like that. That'll be in there as well. Okay?
So that's later today in advisory?
Yes. Yeah. Later today in advisory, you'll do the needs assessment. Any questions about my role, about Arkansas football? Okay.
All right, good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, thank you.